Yeah,
Episode 2. I don't know what happened, Rob. There he is. Episode 238. You've been doing this a while, boys. Been
Ooh,
on this a long time.
been a minute.
6 years. Um, Going on 6 years. This is awesome. Football's here. I think we can officially say we made it. Round of applause for us. We survived the dark winters to come here. This is it. Hall of Fame game. I'm sure we'll talk about it here in a second, but I don't know if you guys saw the statistic. It outperformed any MLB, any NHL game, even finals, playoffs, championships. That one Hall of Fame game.
You mean like more people watched
More
it than
people watched it.
you said than NHL playoffs?
Then the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, what? Oh, huh.
People just love
football's
ball, man.
back.
Back,
Man.
baby.
I don't know. That feels unreal, especially for Stanley Cup. I thought everybody was locked in. I think it's more me. I figured if I was locked in,
Everybody be locked in, right?
Yeah.
That's not so fast.
Hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna start talking football just to start, just because it's here. I'm 6 to midnight. We might as well get to it. So sorry, I'm pulling up the graphic. Nope, wrong graphic. Here it is. Nope. Fire me as a producer. Nope. Son of a gun. I had this thing laid out exactly how I wanted it, and then I messed it up. That's it. There it is. All right. My order got flipped. All right, so it's here. We get preseason, and like Stars only play a drive if we're lucky, but ball's back, boys. And we already touched on it a little bit, but I think Haynes King, Carson Beck, they put on a show for us,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
and it got people talking.
Haynes King got hurt during that game.
Pulled his hamstring.
His dive there. He was looking promising though, but hopefully he sticks around with the Panthers. I don't know. He's looking good.
Not to fire your training staff. All these damn hammies.
Yeah,
Cool.
dude. And that's like super preventable.
Yeah.
Like you just put a massage gun to it right before the game. But like
They got new.
That was a pretty good. I know usually we don't really pay too much attention to preseason games, but I guess when it comes to Hall of Fame games, that was probably the best one I had seen. Like to me, there was not that much hype surrounding Carson Beck. I was high on Haynes King, so I was excited to see him.
Yeah.
Kind of thought that Kenny Pickett still got the nod, but whatever. He went out there and did nothing, as expected. Saw your boy AJ Dillon out there crossing the pylons once more. That might have a career as a fullback back. We'll see. I thought it was like a neck thing.
Good for
It
him.
says AJ Dillon has a neck stinger, so he's all right.
Neck stinger.
Where did AJ Dillon go to college? There it is. Let's
That
go.
man ran rough shot over NC State. I'd never forget. Everybody seems to get drafted from Boston College off their NC State games because who's the Andre dude? Not Andre Johnson, but
3,000.
Andre. No, he was number 44. He was like a bowling ball. Either way, he had one good game against NC State. He got drafted. It hasn't been happening in a while, but yeah.
Andre Williams.
I think so, yeah. I think it was number 44 because Andre Brown played for the Giants too, and he went to State. But yeah, I don't know, man. He doesn't have much of a neck to begin with, so that's crazy.
Kind of like that.
Mm. Oh yeah.
I like that. Anything you guys want to talk about with preseason right here?
I think I do like this new format they have going. I remember I don't know. I kind of do miss like when you had to wait for TV. You remember like with the preseason games, they only showed like 4 at a time, but now I guess it's supposed to help the players out a little more by I mean that's always been a thing where it's only been like 3 weeks, but it's a bunch of games happening at 7 o'clock, which is kind of cool to see, but it kind of sucks for people that were on a bubble because like if you don't make it happen within them 10 seconds, it's over with for you. Um, but I'm excited for it, seeing who gets to play and who randomly sits out who should be playing just like the summer league. So I'm ready.
Panthers. They just signed Darren Waller. Is he going to be good or is he just washed?
Why do y'all have 8 tight ends?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because
Like,
they're all trash.
is it? Well, I don't know. I think Jatavion Sanders might have a breakout year.
Of course, he's hurt too, I think.
Oh, well, damn. Yeah, well, damn. Yeah, I guess so. Then. Who else? Tommy Tremble is hurt too.
No, he's not hurt, but
Oh, he's bad. That's all That's it. That man has lived a life. That man has lived a life. I'm 34. I thought he was older than me. Man, broke up with Kelsey Plum, beat addiction somewhat, beat a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, he's got a great story.
Mm-hmm.
my one question for Atlanta is how's Kyle Pitts going to do this year? New coaching staff?
He's gonna do well up until he probably gets. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, that's probably what it looks like because what's the name? Stefanski's offense did pretty well with tight ends, so that's like a lot more usage. So that's probably why we also have like 4 or 5 tight ends as well. We brought back my boy Austin Hooper.
Hooper.
So might be a sleeper in fantasy. I'm not gonna lie.
I do like that. I don't know if I told you this. I probably have told this on the pod, so I apologize. But we were at Universal like in 2021, me and Claudia, and we were in line, and somebody came up to me. Oh fuck! Who was the big redheaded guy, tight end for Atlanta and
South Carolina?
North Carolina and in Carolina.
Hayden Hurst.
Hurst, yeah, Hayden Hurst is when I had the flow. Someone came by, I was like, "Hey, I don't want to bother you, but are you Hayden Hurst?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, no, not a chance, dude. He's like 6'8", but I appreciate it, brother."
Damn.
All right, I don't know if you guys can see. I got the ticker going with the games, the matchups for week 1. Is there a matchup that you guys are excited to see? Some rookies you're excited to see? Some bets you're kind of wanting to throw down a little bit? You want to put people on knowledge? This is preseason. Yeah, this is week 1 preseason. Yeah.
I know what was it? Oh, Dallas versus Seahawks. Detroit versus Cincinnati.
I know for me, and maybe. Yeah, right. Like I think Jeremiah Love, which we saw a little bit last week.
Yeah.
Cam Ward. I know he's not a rookie, but year 2, I'm excited to see what he can do.
Chargers. Lamar. Well, he's probably not going to play.
My big one.
Mendoza, yeah. And I would assume Mendoza probably plays, right?
Oh yeah, because he's not starting, so
Right.
that's the play.
which is
Um,
probably a good thing too as well.
Yeah, I'm a huge believer. Like, let your rookie sit for as long as tail, as long as yep.
I want to see how well Mike Washington, that's the running back that the Raiders drafted. I want to see how well he does because they needed a running back.
Yeah. I know two guys I've got my like eye on, and just like I'll always play the what if game if this Dexter Lawrence thing doesn't work out. But Sony Styles for Washington and then Caleb Downs for Dallas. Like I want to see how those guys perform. Like, was this a good trade for us or not? And I will always, I hate to be that guy, but I'll compare their career. Now, if we bring home a ring, then the comparison stops. It was worth it.
I'm excited to see Jack Strand in preseason.
Ooh, yeah.
The guy, the D2 guy. See how he
I like
does.
that. Yeah, I like a good dog story. Jacob Rodriguez. I mean, there's a lot of good rookies, especially on the defensive side. I feel like that's probably why we don't hear as much about him, because I feel like most of the offensive rookies are going to sit, or, you know, Cardinal Tate, he's part of Tennessee, and they don't get a lot of love. But I think there's a lot of talent on the defensive side this year. I like the overs in a lot of these preseason games. I know you probably shouldn't say that, but I just think defenses, there's so much that's changed around the league. It's such an offensive favored league anyways. I think it's easier to get clicking on the offensive side than defensive side right now.
Yeah.
One guy I want to see in the preseason, Jonathan Brooks from the Panthers. I know I keep talking about the Panthers, but
it's like you're a fan.
He was the first running back taken. He tore 2 ACLs. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of scared. Like,
yeah, right.
I do remember that like as soon as he touched the ball, it was over with. So I guess it'll be exciting to see, because he didn't have any well, he didn't get in the game during the Hall of Fame game, did he?
I don't.
No,
think so.
I didn't.
Which that's probably smart, right?
Yeah, but the way y'all's injury tendencies with legs is going now, I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
Likewise, I'm scared too.
Likewise. All right. Anybody else like my lock? If you can call it a lock in preseason, I'm taking Saints, Jacksonville with the over. It's at 36.5. All right. Fitz says this every week. Don't bet. But every like Sunday or Monday, we get a text like, "Oh, we almost hit, boys."
Yeah.
Don't let them fool you, listeners. Don't let them fool
Dropping $50 on.
Me and Devontae have corrupted this man.
Yeah.
And Rob has helped every step of the way. I love it.
We are degenerate.
Sure.
Damn. That's a great strategy. I don't hate it.
Didn't the Browns win every preseason game? They went 0-16.
Yeah. That was last season, wasn't it?
I don't know what season it was, but
Sorry,
I think it was a.
Fit, say something else real quick.
I had a little fuzz.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. No, it's just not picking up. Hold on. I think it's on me. I think. I just want to make sure you get all your. Say something else real quick. Damn, dude, where are you at? Aha, I know what I did. Okay.
Uh-oh. Still fitting, man.
All right.
That was my freshman year. So I was like 14.
Watchers, listeners, I apologize. Fitz was muted. That's on me.
Mm.
I didn't want his prop.
You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss
He
anything.
just told people to bet and bet a lot, bet heavy on preseason.
I did not. I did not
All right.
say that.
Let's keep moving. Let's see if I can get the right graphic this time. One day I'll be a good producer again. I guess that. Well, no, dude, I need to label these one day, but I'm just too lazy. All right, let's talk Vikings. It's a team Fitz knows well. I don't think you like this move. I think as a Packers fan, you would prefer to play J.J. McCarthy, not Kyler Murray, which, to be fair, Kyler Murray's not scaring anybody. But he's scarier than McCarthy, I think.
Scary is a reach for a word.
Right, yeah.
I don't think we're scared of whoever, whether they put 1 or 9 back there. We're not intimidated.
If you could describe, and this is a question for everybody, if you could describe 9 in one word, McCarthy in one word, what are you saying?
Enterprise.
Meaning his future career?
Hell yeah.
That's tough. I'm just trying to think of a word. Frazzled.
Frazzle. I kind of like that.
I lost y'all for a second, but what are we doing?
One word to describe J.J. McCarthy so far.
Dog shit. That's 2 words, but
We could put a hyphen in there.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, Devontae said enterprise. I think that's. I think hyped. I think he had a lot of hype coming in. If you look at his college film, I was on record saying he's not that good. Like, he was in a run-heavy offense. He was schemed around. Like, it worked really well. He's not a top 32 talent. I think we see it.
That's my
Kyler
thing.
Murray, I
Why
don't
why
think
did
he's the 32 caliber.
why did JJ McCarthy get so hyped too? He just handed off the ball to good running backs.
You
Like,
win a natty. Your head coach is a hardball. Like, I think there was a lot of things going for him.
yeah,
I think that's the dangerous part about like how much marketing goes into sports now. Because think about all the players that we just randomly kept seeing all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And then we ended up playing. You see him play, you see him get drafted, and it's still a bunch of hype. And then you keep thinking, like, was I tripping? And you go back. Sometimes you go back and look at these YouTube clips, and you're like, no, we really were tripping. They were bad this whole time. So why didn't we see it? And it's because they put a bunch of players around. It happens a lot with basketball. Like, you see a player that's like super good around other players, and then you give them the opportunity in the spot, and lights get too bright every time. Sometimes it happens with baseball. You think like, oh, this man is cold, and they get a bunch of money. They go to another team. Pretty sure it happened to Johnny Damon a couple times, but yeah. No, J.J. McCarthy has always been trash, and I think it was easy to market him because, I don't know, he got like a boyish face. So they're like, oh, we want this guy to win now. So they put him in Michigan. They put a crazy murderer at head coach. They cheat. Keep in mind they had to cheat to win that championship. And they had a bunch of weird stuff going on in the coaching staff in the school in general. And like now it's interesting, as soon as he leaves the school, that's when we found out all this stuff. So
it's crazy. Bo Nix went 2 picks after McCarthy.
mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at.
And what's crazy, Bo Nix wasn't that good in college either. And then I don't know, but he had actual sparks. Like JJ McCarthy, like that entire season, he never had a game where we were like, oh, okay. Bo Nix had a couple of games where he had to put Auburn on.
Yeah.
So then with
Same
Oregon, he just snapped because those few games he was able to develop with people around him and continue. Now with JJ McCarthy, no.
Yeah. I agree. And like, it's hard to be a true analyst of like projecting these guys like future and like, hey, this is a franchise guy or not. But there's just a point now with like Todd McShay, Mel Kiper, all those ESPN guys. They were fucking terrible at their job. They push like their like personal favorite, whoever it might be, and they just push them down your neck. And I feel like NFL teams have to take them, or the fan base riots. And like I think if you're Denver, you're thinking, thank God somebody pulled the trigger on JJ, and we didn't have to be the ones.
Mm.
You know. But
I forgot he tore his meniscus also
who?
in the first preseason game. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
McCarthy.
Yeah, he did. But
This might
It
be a
makes you
hot.
wonder, like, it makes you wonder, okay, of course he had a year to heal, but then they ran Sam Darnold out of there. He's named the starter. Was last year a real true test, or does he get a moment to sit back, wait for Kyler to mess up, and then have a chance to kind of prove us all wrong?
Well, the reports are he wants out. Well, take that for a grain of salt. It could just be people speculating because he got benched. But if I'm him, like, if there's a guy I want to sit behind and take their job, it's probably Kyler. Like, I feel like I have a good shot at that. He's gonna fuck up. You just got to be on your game, you know.
Yeah.
To learn from, probably you don't want to learn from him. Maybe this is harsh, but I just think Kyler and JJ's style is two different ways, and so they're not going to mesh well. Like, you can't take a lot from this guy and adapt it to your game. But maybe I'm wrong. I hate rooting on
I'm a believer in Kyler Murray. I feel like he's.
Yeah.
But is this a fantasy take or is this a football take?
Yeah,
That's
right.
my whole beef.
Yeah, if you're the head coach.
Are we talking like, because I'm looking at it through the lens of who's going to get you to a playoff? Who's going to get you a playoff?
Who's going to
win?
win you games? Who's going to win the division?
That's not Kyler in the garbage time throwing a couple touchdowns to Jefferson. That's not what I'm talking about.
With the Vikings' weapons, I think he can do it. Like,
I was
I
about
think
to
he
say,
can do it.
I don't see why he wouldn't be able to at least touch the playoffs with what he has now. A coherent coach for one, a pretty good receiving core in general, and like it seems like a bunch of them. Like Kyler likes to run around and air it out long, and they have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I think Jalen Naylor plays for the Raiders now, but they had two other like slot receivers that were super fast. If you can just down the ball all the way to the end zone, I mean, it worked before. Shoot, why not?
He was in a bad organization too, like the Cardinals. I don't know. It's not one place I want to play in, and I feel like he's in a better situation.
In their defenses, I mean, Brian Flores had that team humming last year, and they felt like they were a quarterback away. I just don't see Kyler. I mean, I see Kyler getting them 7 or 8 wins. I think they're just below 500.
Is this another Sam Darnold situation though? Like Sam Darnold was seen as mediocre, and then he just kind of, I don't know.
I think it could be because I think Kyler definitely. I mean, this is the best situation for Kyler Murray. I just don't know that he reads defense as well. That's a huge part of it. He just makes bad reads.
Is he too small?
I mean, I remember when the Cardinals they started 7-0. I mean, they were rolling and they missed the playoffs because like Kyler just couldn't put together a win.
Yeah,
they just couldn't get a winning formula together.
And I think this goes back to your original point. I think fantasy, he's great.
Yeah,
as a GM, as a head coach, I don't think he's a top 32.
Yeah, draft him in fantasy, that's fine, but that's not what we're talking about.
He's not winning your division. Yep, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. All right,
Rob, go ahead and draft him round 5.
I think he's a top 20 quarterback. That's just my personal.
Guess what? Wins and losses are not in the fantasy stat sheet. So
true.
I mean, I don't know. Because if he can run around and get you those last 2 rushing touchdowns, that might help out a lot.
Could.
If he can run and get you those yards that you need for field goal range, it kind of helps. We can make it make sense.
I mean, yeah, for sure. All right, Hall of Fame. We're already looking ahead to next year. There's some notable first ballot, and also some guys that haven't heard their name called. I do like the way the NFL does it. Is that it's not like the MLB where you have a certain timeline to get in. If you don't get in, you're out. You have 25 years to get in, and then you get moved into the legacy pool, which you still have a chance to get in. So I like the way they do that because I think it is stacked. Some years maybe not so much, but some stretches, man. You look at the MLB, Hall of Fame, and it's like first ballots are just studs, and the next year it's studs. Like it's a 7-year stretch of like, how the fuck am I supposed to get in? But looking at this first year ballots, Andrew Whitworth, Cam Newton, Rob Gronkowski, Frank Gore, Bill Belichick, Adrian Peterson, Richard Sherman, Terrell Suggs. I think you can make a case for literally all of those guys to get in. I know Bill Belichick technically is a second year.
First ballot though.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of them first ballot.
Yeah, right.
What?
I feel like
I said something about Torrey Holt the other day.
Yep.
I actually looked at the stats. I'm like, oh my God. Like he's not bad by any stretch. I guess he was just efficient, but like Torrey Holt didn't really put up numbers like that. And like that might be why nobody really thinks of him when it comes to top receivers.
I do think he deserves to be in the Hall, though. But I think you're right. Like, he's someone you overlook because of he had Isaac Bruce. He had all this other talent around him where he wasn't fed the ball like a Calvin Johnson, like, some of these other guys.
And he had to share the ball with Marshall Faulk, who was also running and catching passes.
Exactly. And I think same thing with Reggie Wayne, which we talked about last week, too. Like, there was so much talent on that Colts roster on that time, plus the personal issues. But I think, like, his numbers don't jump out at you, but if you put the film on, you go, that's a Hall of Fame guy. He deserves a gold jacket.
I think just looking at these people right here, I would go Gronk, of course, AP, Cam, and my sleeper is Frank Gore. That man was a machine. And I feel
he played
just off
for
the basis of that longevity.
How many years did Frank Gore play?
Yeah, that's right.
And like for a running back, I feel like he had a 20-year career.
That's exactly right. Running
and he
back.
put up numbers each year. Like he wasn't a slight. Like his last one was with the Bills. He still put up numbers with them.
I don't know how Bill Belichick should definitely have been first ballot. Best coach of all time.
I think so, but I think you think of the personal issues, and then you have Deflategate, Spygate, and then he lets a 26-year-old ruin his life. I think the NFL is like, do we want to send a message to him?
The third one's
just kind of throw it out. But like, I think the NFL kind of sends him a message like, hey, we know you cheated. We know you're going.
No, that's 100.
Like, we'll let you in second time.
And that's 100% because for the longest time they were like, Robert Kraft and Roger Goodell are like good friends. And Goodell's going to let the Patriots do whatever they want.
Right.
I mean, basically, Deflategate was like a witch hunt. Basically, hot take. It was just Roger Goodell covering his butt.
It was. Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing favorites, so I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on Tom Brady for 4 games. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
4 games was crazy.
Right.
But then they still go to the foot. I swear I remember. I know I'm not tripping. I specifically remember during the Super Bowl, or maybe it was the playoff game, Gronk spiked the ball, and the ball didn't bounce, and like we were just supposed to be okay with it. Like
he spiked it, and all the pressure got out of it. Devontae, come on.
Man, he is not this strong,
man. I kind of like Devontae's picks here. I do think Bill gets in this time. I think they sent the message. Now it's his. I think they let him in. The only one I might sub out, Adrian Peterson. I think you put Frank Gore above him.
Yeah. Gore had the longevity.
Yeah, and he had the numbers. He played 16 seasons.
Peterson was like
his last
numbers
he
as the
actually,
best running back.
Honestly, yeah, I think I see what you're saying. Like Frank Gore might. I mean, AP was like he was it when he was it.
Yeah.
But Frank Gore genuinely had that longevity. Like even in his like older seasons, he was still he was still part of the game, whereas AP he wasn't. I really think Karma whooped his ass because it wasn't looking too good. But yeah.
And I think so too. And you look at the personal off the field issues. AP had the issue. Frank Gore was squeaky clean, So I think that helps him too. The guy I would probably replace is, I know this is biased, but Andrew Whitworth. He won a ring with LA. He was a top 5 lineman every year he played. I know trenches don't get a lot of love, but I'd probably put Andrew Whitworth in.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Cam Newton, I'm biased as hell, but I feel like Cam Newton doesn't deserve it right now.
No, you don't think so? I think he transcended the game.
He did, but one MVP, and I'm a homer too for Panthers, but after that 1 year, I don't know what else did he do.
Cam Newton doesn't get in.
Yeah, I don't think he gets
Not
in.
first ballot.
Yeah, I don't. Think
Yeah,
so.
he may not get in at all. Honestly,
I think
That's what I'm
eventually he
thinking.
does. I think people come to their senses because you put the film on. I think you watch him go, that's a Hall of Fame guy. I kind of agree. I don't think he's a first ballot. I don't think we'll hear his name called this year, coming up. But,
actually, I don't think Cam's gonna ever get in.
wow.
I'll be honest.
Wow.
I'm kind of with Fitz on that one too, even though I love Cam Newton, but I don't think he's getting in.
Okay, let me ask you this: if he dives on that fumble, Panthers win the Super Bowl. Is that a different story for Cam?
That's a huge yes. It is.
So
Absolutely.
having that one ring would change it. Okay.
He needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That I think it helps his case. Yeah.
Because it fell apart after that. I mean, if he had
Mhm.
if he had a few more seasons,
Yeah.
we would have forgot about it. But I mean, he really fell off.
Two cats we haven't talked about on. Oh, go ahead.
Who should be in the Hall of Fame more, Cam Newton or Joe Flacco?
What the hell?
Yeah, I got that graphic.
Well,
It's a good question.
It's the shock value of it, but like I see what you
It's
get.
a good question.
I mean, Joe Flacco
I mean,
got
I'd
that
say-
ring.
All right.
I'd say Eli Manning is a better argument.
All right, time out on that discussion. We're going to get there. I got a graphic for it. Two guys I want to talk about real
All right.
quick. Terrell Suggs, Richard Sherman. Both all-decade defensive players, I think we'd agree,
I
from
think they're in.
our time. Like, I love them. Are they hearing their name called first or second ballot, or do they got to wait a little bit longer?
I think Sherman's first ballot.
Wow. Okay.
I want to say Suggs could be too. I'm just not sure. But Sherman was the face of one of the most legendary secondaries
Yeah.
in NFL history.
Like that.
And they went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
He also, I know he was like the villain of the league, but he was actually like a pretty good person. And he's pretty.
He was
good.
the best corner. I mean, he's the best corner in football for
Yeah.
a stretch, and then had longevity. Like he did played for a while.
And
So.
I agree with Devontae. Like he had no off the field issues. He talked his shit. Like he
Well,
had the
never mind.
slingshot thing.
On that, or you remember like close to the end of his career. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he did have that.
Remember he
weird out.
kicked that door in or some shit.
Yeah. Bitches be crazy, Devontae.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I think Richard Sherman, he's such a loud mouth, which I like too, but first ballot.
First ballot. Yeah. I do like.
Does it help to
recognition.
be? Yeah, does it help like him talking shit to like get promoted to first ballot?
Sorry ass Crabtree. I think the way he did it, he backed it up. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's some cats
I
that
think so,
would talk
too.
it and didn't back it up to the level he did.
I think if Reggie Wayne had talked more, he'd probably be a first ballot.
Yeah,
That's
if he
what I'm
talked like To. Yeah.
You know,
I like that. All right, let's see if this is the right graphic. Yeah, here it is. All right, who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Joe Flacco, Alex Smith, Cam Newton, Carson Palmer. Only one gets in for life.
can you add Eli Manning to this list?
I think Eli's automatic. I think he's
Yeah,
in.
like
I don't know if he's an automatic.
Two Super
I don't know if
Bowls,
he's
you're
an
automatic.
2 Super Bowls.
Come on now.
His
But
numbers are fucking good.
He was shit.
He-
He was mediocre.
Yeah, but he's a man.
But he got 2 rings.
I-
I don't know if Eli gets in. I'll be honest.
Well, okay.
He is, bro.
All right, you look at the span of the NFL he was in. He was in there with his brother Peyton, Tom Brady, toward then Mahomes. Like he was sandwiched into some great quarterbacks. I think you compare his stats to the early 2000s, 90s, 80s Hall of Fame guys he's in. But I know the game's developed. I still think his numbers are good enough without the rings to get in. The rings just help him. Like Cam Newton we talked about. Cam needed that ring. Well, Eli's got 2 of them.
Cam
I
Newton.
just really don't think so.
Wow.
That's my thing too. Is Joe Flacco's one ring more important than Cam Newton's one MVP?
So he's got 1 ring. He's got longevity too. He's still playing.
Yeah.
So
And
I
he's-
think if we give the credit, the blue check to Frank Gore for longevity, I think we give to Flacco. I think Joe gets in out of this group. For me, Cam Newton's right there nipping at his heels though. Carson Palmer, he can fuck off. Alex Smith, I think it's cool comeback player.
For
but
real?
I hate Palmer.
Hmm.
He didn't do anything, man.
Oh,
He was a bust.
No hate on Palmer, but there's no way he gets in. Sorry.
No, I don't think so either. College Football Hall of Fame, sure.
Yeah.
Alex Smith, I don't think there's any way he gets in.
no, yeah, you're not gonna like pull at our heartstrings.
Yeah, exactly, Devon.
because he wasn't mediocre, but he was normal.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
Cam beat him in that championship game to go to the Super Bowl too. So give
That's
me
true.
Cam over him.
That's true, yeah. So Cam gets your vote. Vaughn, Cam gets your vote.
Yeah, Cam's got my vote.
All right, Fitz. Who's your vote here?
I mean, I just can't unsee. I don't know if Eli Manning is a for sure Hall of Famer.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
We moved
saying
on from
it.
that question, Fitz.
But I think he's like, I don't know. This is like what we're talking about. Like, okay, put Vinny Testaverde in. Like, I don't know. It just seems like this is a weird list. I don't think any of these guys are getting in.
His last name's
I wouldn't
Manning. He's going to
argue.
get
I
in.
wouldn't argue any of these guys deserve to get in. None of those guys get in.
All right, so Eli threw for 57,000 yards, 366 tutties. That's not enough.
Where does that stand in the?
Well, more than any of those 4, I would think.
Yeah.
Does he have a Super Bowl MVP?
I don't know.
I'll tell you here in a second. So he ranks 11th all time in both yards and touchdowns.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning.
Oh,
Jeez.
Now his regular
No
season
way.
at 117. That's a debate, right? He finished 500, but he's got 2 rings. How much is that is his fault compared to New York's fault?
Maybe he gets.
But yeah, dude, he's 11th
He's
all
right on
time.
the fringe. Well, hot damn.
you know what? I think Eli fell into the JJ McCarthy situation that I was just talking about, because I remember looking at him and like, yeah, he actually is more of a Bo Nix situation, because yeah, he did make some plays and put the team on his back a random few times, but in general, not necessarily on paper, but on film, this man was kind of ass. But somehow things just always work out for him.
Yeah.
So, and I think low key, I think for entertainment purposes, kind of set up that way. But you know, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. You know, Eli was funny once he got out the league. He's funny looking, but he was funny on these dumb commercials. But I don't know, him being 11 all time is kind of crazy. And honestly, it's a little crazier when you realize like the best wide receiver he probably had, I guess it was Plaxico and Odell, but in between that he had Amani Toomer. I can't think of any more receivers to be honest. Oh, Ruben Randall, Mario Manningham.
Ooh.
And he basically like gave them their name a little bit if you think about it. Now Odell, he was already it, so like that was just an easy call. But having Victor Cruz, Mario Manningham, Ruben Randall, who were basically all the same receiver if you think about it, but Victor Cruz had the route running.
Man, those guys are dogs.
What about Keem Nicks, Tar Heels? Let's go.
Oh yeah, Hicks.
I will say, so Eli Manning's 11th most passing yards. Joe Flacco's 14th.
Yeah.
Damn.
Longevity plays.
Russell Wilson 16th.
Damn.
I think Russell gets in eventually too. They have a
think
long
these guys.
time.
I do think. I'll be honest. Now I'm like dying on this hill. I don't know if these guys get in.
I can't wait to call you next year. Like, this motherfucker. Guess what? I'm scared.
I think
don't know if
Eli
those
gets
guys
in.
get
None of these guys get in.
You don't think
I
Cam
think-
gets in?
I think Russ gets in
No.
on personality. Cam, they probably keep out because of personality.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
The only thing
Well, part
Cam's
of
got
it is
going
also
for him-
it's a passing league. I think that's the other. Is it shifted? Like, I'm just trying to find like Jim Kelly should be way higher on this list, but it wasn't a passing. It wasn't a
Yeah.
passing league.
The game's
Way
changed.
played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
One thing I
So
do-
like some of these got like Russell Wilson being 16th on the passing list. It's like Wilson's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I will say, I recently found out, I didn't even know it. I don't think Cam can get in until Randall Cunningham gets in. Randall Cunningham is not on the pro.
I love that. That's a great.
Warren Moon is in,
Yeah.
who I don't think maybe he won a Super Bowl. I don't think so. But Randall Cunningham is not in the Football Hall of Fame.
This is just fascinating. So I'm just because I'm trying to think like when Phillip Rivers was with the Colts, like this was the tail end of his career. People still regarded Phillip Rivers as like the Hall of Famer. Like it was just like, and maybe that's the difference of being a first ballot versus a later one. But like people still had this, like Rivers probably had this aura about him. Even last season, he came in and everyone's like, oh my gosh, like we got to watch this guy. You know, we got to watch Phillip Rivers play.
I didn't know.
And I feel like with some of these quarterbacks, like if you're a quarterback that in your career, like in the later parts of it, if they draft a rookie and it's like now it's like, no, we want the other quarterback. Like, and that happened, like in New York, it was like, get Eli out of here. This guy sucks. And like, I mean, there were other quarterbacks that are like high on that list that had a decent career, but towards the end, or even during the ride, they were mediocre. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling.
All right, we're gonna move on. We
All right.
beat this horse dead.
They don't have Hall of Fame aura. I think that's my take.
All right, Russell Westbrook. He announces officially retired. I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten him the past 3 or 4 years. I
Yeah.
kind of thought he was already out of the league. I hate to say that. I'm not an NBA guy, but
No, I kept up just for it being Russ, and I still appreciated what he did for the city of Washington, D.C. Literally put the team on his back 6 years ago. And honestly, they really disrespected him, like leading up to this. Like, you know, he was a free agent already, and there was a TikTok video talking about like usage, like how like if he's on the floor, they show the win percentage, but they show a loss percentage, and Russell Wilson was pretty high as far as like loss percentage, and that was like this past season. So it's like, damn, y'all really for real doing my boy Russ like this, knowing he was already a volume scorer, volume everything, and I guess he just got a little old. So like, I hate how he left the game, but you know, yeah, he made one of my favorite commercials of all time when he released that ugly ass shoe, but the commercial was super fire. Ugly.
I had no idea Russ was on Sacramento, but one thing I'll remember about Russ: triple-double season. How many people have done that?
Not too many. I don't know
That's
too
correct.
many that will do it. Now your boy LaMelo Ball, you know, he might turn up in Minnesota and do that.
True.
At least a couple games, not as often as Russ did, but like I think he has the potential. But the other part is like Russ also got it in on defense too. I don't think anybody in the league has that in them now anymore.
If only he had a 3-point shot, but no, he was a beast. He's electric, and yeah, I'll miss him.
all right.
That's a Hall of Fame, by the way.
I don't think he gets
Sure.
in, Fitz. I don't. His
He's
aura's
got
not
the
there.
he's got the aura. He's got the aura.
Aura's not there. He's fucking with you. All right.
What's easier to get into, NBA Hall of Fame or NFL?
Hmm.
NFL, because there's more positions.
that, and like they really
True,
would
true.
just be letting people in. I mean, you know what? That sounds mean, but like over the past few years, like after paying attention to it, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Like the past few years of the Basketball Hall of Fame has been a little questionable. Like
It-
Chris Webber's my boy, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
And I
But-
like the Hall of Fame only has a certain amount of spots each year, and there's more player to pull from to get those spots. With the NBA, I think once you're in the league, you have a better chance based off numbers alone to get in the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yep.
kind of with Devontae. I think the NFL is harder to get into just because you have to stand out that much more. But all right, let's keep it basketball.
Whoa.
Yeah, Devontae, ISO ball for you. And
Yeah.
then Rob can cut in here.
This goes back into, I think a couple of shows ago we were talking about how there are some players that they went through the draft process, didn't get drafted, they played in the summer league, and somehow they're transferring into these schools. Not only that, before we even figured out this was a thing, we also saw that players who had done the same thing before, who were playing in the G League, who were about 25, 26, are going into these colleges. Like they're being signed to these colleges. Matter of fact, last season, I forgot which team it was. It was an SEC team, of course, but like they had a grown ass man playing. Well, all of them grown at this point. Seth
Alabama. I think it was
loser.
Alabama.
Seth Trimble is a loser, and him transferring to Louisville is not going to help. This man is normal as hell at best. He played in the summer league with DC, did not make a difference there. I'm not sure, like, what do you think? Like, oh, let me go back to school to work on my game. You are 28. It's over with. Go home. Pick up your ball and go home. And him going to Louisville is probably not helping because now I'm thinking, like, they're going to be ass. Like, it's over with. We haven't heard of anybody else transferring to Louisville. I don't know who they recruited or anything, but yeah, man. Seth Trimble was, you know what I'll say is Seth Trimble was not good. Maybe defensively, but if he wasn't good enough to stay on a summer league team, you can't be a complacent career student.
I like that. I love that.
I think college basketball is just a shit show right now. All these
Mhm.
he played his 4 years of college basketball. Why the heck is he getting 5 years?
Mm.
As a Tar Heel fan, I don't blame him for moving on from the Tar Heels. Like they got a full roster, it's time to move on, and it's probably better he's gone. But why'd you have to move to an ACC school?
That's a bad look.
It is a bad look, but the whole 5-year rule is dumb now. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but
Yeah, I agree. It's out of control. I think we've
It's the
talked about
loser
this.
shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
one of the big things I guess that we have to bring back as a society is shame. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you know, like there's money in college sports now, but there has to be some sort, like, I feel like sports have some sort of value where there's still shame. Like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this because like overseas was right there. You even got Cole Anthony going overseas, and he actually started NBA games.
Yeah.
He's going overseas. It was right there. You know, you get the opportunity to go out the country. They give you money. I don't know if it's as much money as college, but at the same time, this is some loser shit, bro. This is absolutely loser shit. And honestly, I don't know what to expect from college basketball next season. I think at this point it's gonna ruin professional sports as we know it.
Yeah.
All for the sake of color. Because even I know we've always wanted to pay the kids, and I'm still cool with them being paid. But with them being paid, I think the people that are paying them are making even more money. So they just doing like whatever, like, oh, now we're paying them, now we get to do the stupid shit that anybody who's actually played the sport probably wouldn't agree with. But we're corporate business people with a bunch of money to throw around, so let's do some more dumb shit.
Yeah.
goes back to what Vaughn said too. Why do we have 26-year-olds playing college basketball against 18-year-olds? It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Bro, y'all remember Perry Ellis? I
Yep.
remember Perry Ellis. I felt like everybody felt like Perry Ellis played basketball for like 8 years. But at the very least, he stayed on the same team. He just looked old. And no, he wasn't old. He just looked old. But just even that feeling like we roasted his ass for that. But now we got people doing this. We're like, oh, snap, our team going to be. No, man. I don't want no 30-year-old player. I'll tell you what it was. Apparently, when NC State had that Final Four run, all of the players were like transferred in. They were older, but they were on like 4th or 5th year. Now people are like, oh, that's the method. You got to get older players in order to get far in the playoffs. And so now everybody's doing it. Excuse me, and it's getting out of hand now.
Yeah. Totally agree. Totally.
So is there no redshirt year anymore, or that's just mixed in with the?
I think it's mixed in.
It's
your
mixed
5 years. So you get 5 years, and if you use one for a red shirt, you just burn that year.
And then there's like other stuff, like there's a medical red shirt, and then there's maybe like a medical hardship type deal. Because you remember that one guy, Cam McCormick, that played football for like literally 8 years. Yeah. So there's a way around all this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving. Lakers are sold. I just real quick, like less than a minute. I want to talk about this. 12.8 billion. The Buss family moves on, right? I don't think the Buss family. I'm sure they're gonna be involved a little bit, but now Bob Iger, who Disney fame, right, comes in to play. Kushner comes in to play businessman. That price tag. I feel like out of all the organizations here, the Lakers have to be top 5 of your list. Like, yeah, they go for the biggest price tag. You guys agree?
Who is Bob Iger?
Bob Iger is like Disney. He ran Disney for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
The
CEO.
theory, Pablo Torre, the guy that sold the Lakers, he was already being investigated. So now a Kushner and a Disney man pick up from. Oh, he was being investigated for like loan fraud or something. So he had to let it go. So now, yeah, I don't know. We'll hear. Apparently, that's the story going on. So it's some. This is how weird sports are in general. Like, I know they say keep politics out of sports, but that shit is up through there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And we can see it now. Even we were just talking about college sports. That's the reason why we're doing all this stuff. They got stuff going in front of Congress. They haven't voted on it now. I don't know what happens with this, with the Lakers being sold to 2 people who probably could give a damn about basketball. So we'll see what happens. Look what the money make a bitch do.
Previous ownership, they owned them for like 1 year, and they made like a $2 billion profit or something.
Yeah, I think $2 billion. Which $2 billion profit is crazy. Like in our terms,
over 1 year.
Give me $80 right now. I'm going crazy. You talk about $2 billion in profit, man. Oh well, shoot, I'll take it.
All you gotta say too is fuck the Kushner, Scotty. Let's go.
Love it. All right. Oh, let's move on to our next subject. Well, I don't hit the wrong button. We're gonna save college football. I've already got Fitz on a soapbox once today. We'll save it for next week.
Salud, Fitz.
Salud, yeah.
True. Thank you.
I do want to talk about these uniforms from Tulane, though, real quick. These Mardi Gras theme, these are filthy. I texted in the group, Devontae sent it. If I didn't have children to provide for, I would drop a stupid amount of money on one of these Mardi Gras helmets.
You would be valid. This is what we talk about. We were just talking about we missed the artistry in uniforms.
Yes.
Like, even if, like, never mind. I just noticed the collar. See, like, simple minimalistic details like that, and then, like, you just go crazy on the helmet. What? Man. Now, I would hate this up. I'm not going to lie. Like, somebody mollywop your ass, I'd feel bad. But it's still cold. This is great. And this is Nike, too, which is kind of crazy to see because their uniforms have been, like, all looking the same.
Generic. Yep.
Yeah.
This is the second or maybe third year they've done these Mardi Gras themed. Last year they had, they didn't go all out like this year. I think this is my uniform of the year front runner right now.
Mm.
I think you tie in the city where you're from, you tie in the culture. It's different. It's unique. You've got detail all the way down the pant leg. Like this is a 101 for me. It's gonna be hard to beat it.
I will say I don't like the fact that they brighten. It's two different color greens. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it will rock with that, but you know what? Baby steps.
And
Back
I do wonder how much of that's like filter camera wise. Like I'll be curious to see them once they're on the field. Like okay, is this
Yeah.
two different tones? Because I'm with you. But maybe they do it to stand out a little bit more.
They're pretty sick. Yeah, I got
No hate.
nothing that was perfect.
Love it. I love it.
Oregon's got to step up. That thing's fire.
Yeah. Oregon's on the clock.
Really, it's for me, it's the diamond with the like Mardi Gras beads.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like the wow.
Oh!
Just the attention to detail.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a diamond, but that's a good eye.
Who's your new coach? I know
Don
old coach
Spur-
went to.
Wait, no, he's in Florida. Never
He's in
mind.
Florida now. I don't know who the
Yeah.
new coach is.
Yeah.
You inherit talent. You got to get after it. I kind of like it. Cal also new uniforms. They're bringing them back. I guess it's more of a retro
Ooh.
look. I like this look too for Cal.
Yeah.
That is
See
good.
that yellow, that'll do it right there. But that's
It
that's
pops.
pit territory, but I think they're doing it better. I like the stripe. I love a good stripe shoulder.
I agree.
Those
I
are pretty
agree.
sick.
And
Those are pretty sick.
I'll say going back to the Pitt thing. I think Pitt should revert back to that early 2000s, the navy and Vegas
Oh,
gold, and then
yeah.
rock these for some throwback, like, but not your primary color.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
It's got a little LA Rams in there too.
Mhm.
yeah, which I think it fits through California, LA, right? It ties.
Yeah.
I like uniforms that tie together.
Even though
Let's see.
Berkeley's a Bay.
Yeah. All right. Last subject I got, and then any random topic you guys want or a random question. I had you guys do a little homework. I don't know how many of you guys did it or not. Get my teacher on.
Ooh.
But your biggest
Homework.
choke job in sports, Devontae. This is not a trigger for you. I'm not looking at the Falcons. I didn't even put them on the graphic for you.
I appreciate it.
I just, I hate to bring them up in front of you.
Yeah.
It's one of that. I'll go first, or unless Devontae, you want to go.
No, you go ahead. I have mine. I'm doing mine on the positive end.
Okay. Mine's 2007 West Virginia football team. They were one win away from the Natty. All they had to do was go into Pittsburgh. Sorry, at home. Beat Pittsburgh, backyard rivalry. Pittsburgh was barely 500, like at the time. They were supposed to cakewalk them. They lose 13-9 at home, and there goes their BCS championship hopes.
Wow.
All they had to do was win. Everything was laid out in front of them. Just win, baby.
Yeah.
And they blew it. No Natty for Pat White, Steve Slayton, and there's a lot of talks that crew probably brings home a national championship, which is wild to think West Virginia could have brought it home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mine
also might be from 2007. I got the undefeated Patriots
Yeah.
losing to the Giants. I
Who was that
like
quarterback,
one
Vince?
win away. Yeah, who was that quarterback?
Yeah,
That's not the reason the Giants
Hall
won
of
that
Famer
game.
right there.
That's not the reason they won. Giants won because they had O.C. Minora, Michael Strahan, and Justin Tuck.
I think Antonio
But
Pearson.
that was like they were one win away from beating the greatest team in NFL history. And that one game, that's a wrench in it. So,
Mm.
and it's a fluke. It is weird. I mean, I hate it. Like, it's one of those things I hate when teams say out of 10 times we beat them 9 times. But that's the NFL for you. Just takes one game.
Yep.
There's a reason you play the game.
I know. Yeah. No, I'm a believer in that.
Mm.
I feel like mine's similar to Fitz's. Like best team of all time, Golden State Warriors, best record of all time, up 3-1 in the finals, and they lose, drop 4 games in a row, or 3 games in a row. Sorry,
Yeah.
lose on their home court as well
Oh yeah,
in the game 7.
yeah, that felt unreal. But
I just remember Steph throwing that mouthpiece in Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
when I knew it was over.
didn't they?
Oh,
So they won. The Warriors won the year before, right? Or was it somebody else?
They did.
Yeah. So like, that was kind of crazy. But honestly, I feel my whole theory with like, oh, for entertainment's sake, we got to keep this going the way other people wanted to go, and that's how it went. Yeah. But mine is on more of the positive end. My biggest choke job comes from the 2024 participants of the ACC tournament who weren't NC State. All y'all had to do was win
NC State.
against NC State.
Oh
Them,
God.
they let NC State run the entire board against, like, they weren't even supposed to be in the tournament. And everybody choked against NC State. I'm like, this can't be real. All y'all are losers for that to this day. Especially including Duke. Oh my God. And then they're losers for, like, what was that thing where somebody Kyle Filipowski said, like, or John Shire was like, yeah, they stormed the court and assaulted me or something stupid like that. Ever since then, they've been losers for that.
Oh, that player got
Monte's the only person I know that when we talk biggest choke jobs can mention NC State and not mention the 1983 championship when they beat Elijah Wan and Clyde Drexler.
You weren't even there. What are you talking about?
But that's like all time.
Yeah, it is, but like this is recent and more relevant.
Man, maybe.
Like,
And I think beating Clyde the Glide and
That's the thing about college basketball, though. You get hot at the right time. Carolina, 8 seed, went to the national championship against Kansas. NC State got hot at the right time too,
Yeah.
even though the ACC choked as well.
But every game was an overtime game. That's the thing. Like, State isn't clutch like that, and they still dropped the ball off of Michael O'Connell 3. He's playing I think he's playing for Puerto Rico now or something. He's not even like pro, which nobody expected him to be, but still.
Mm-hmm. That was a hell of a run, though.
Big time.
DJ Burns, let's go.
I think he's a church musician again now.
Good for him.
The first thing.
The fridge. All right. Anybody got a random question for us?
I might have one.
Let it rip. Beyblade.
Well, I've been watching this show. I'm addicted to this show. It's called it's something about like how American foods got made. It's on the History Channel.
How it's made?
I think it's how it's made, but it's like it's American foods anyway. But I don't have I'm trying to brew a question around it, but it's just very fascinating to see like these old ass businesses and companies and ideas, like the lady who just invented the chocolate chip cookie, and she and her husband owned a restaurant called Toll House. Now it's an American staple, but it's just like these people weren't those big names, and then all of a sudden they're like these huge brands that we totally associate with the product. I don't know, it's just fascinating.
I got one. Like, what's one food that you love that you do not want to see how it's made? So, like, on that show, How It's Made, they did tell you how hot dogs. I don't think that changed shit. Like, we still eat hot dogs and stuff. But
that's a good one. I kind of like that. That ties in good.
Like, past hot dogs, like, what's something that it has no business being made, but you don't want to know how it's made?
I'll go. I got an easy layup. So my family's from Germany, and Geta is a big thing, especially Germany and like Cincinnati, Ohio. There's a lot of German immigrants, and like you get Geta on Saturday, Sundays. It's delicious. It's amazing. You put on some toast with some eggs. It's like a meat. It's pork. But it's every piece of the pig. Like they don't waste it, and I don't think about it when I eat it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm eating some bacon that's just ground up here. But when you like, I start to dive in like how is Geta made, I don't want to know.
It sounds like souse meat. Is it not like that?
I think it's probably similar. I've never had souse meat, but I've heard of it. It's like, but you put it with oats too. Like it's rolled up with oats.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, yeah. That's a little different.
it's different.
For me, McDonald's chicken nuggets or Burger
Damn,
King.
you took mine. That was gonna be mine.
I'm sorry, Fitz. I
That's a good
don't
one.
know how it's
That's
made.
a really good one.
They're all shaped the same too, and it sketches me out. But I'll still eat them too.
That's fair.
There's 5 shapes: the boot, the bow tie. I can't remember the other ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's like 5 shapes that they make. I'm trying to think of mine.
Honestly, all fast food too. I don't want to see how it's made, but I'm still gonna eat it. Taco Bell beef. It's like
Yeah.
there's sand in there. Or
It used to
something.
be like real, like people actually made it, but
Someone
the theory
they
is
declared it's not beef or something. I forget what they said. They're like, this is not real beef.
it's 100. Like the place said, it's 100% beef, but that's just the company name, so they can say it's 100% beef.
Yeah.
Crazy what they do. What they do. Well,
Shit's
mine.
still
This may sound weird. I don't want to see how mayonnaise is made. I'm
You
sure
never
it's
made
like just so. I don't know.
It's just
I
with.
feel like it's just so bad for you.
If I'll tell you, well, I'm gonna ruin the dream for you. It's not bad, but if you see it being made, you might be pissed off a little bit. Like seeing it being made is kind of crazy.
Or even
But it's
cheese.
not bad. It's
Cheese
not
might be
bad.
gross. Something dairy.
No cheese.
I feel like
probably.
dairy could be
They'll
kind of
eat it.
gross.
Mine is. I don't want to see how it doesn't seem in my head. It doesn't seem that bad, but like just reading the ingredients, I'm like, I'm tripping eating this. I don't want to see how flaming, like flaming hot chips, like any sort of flame. They have some
Oh,
flaming
Yeah.
hot chips.
yeah.
I have no,
That's a good one.
but I don't want to see how they're made. Like, but 40, I don't want to see what type of uranium they put in it. I don't care at this point.
That's a great. Yeah. That's good. Hey, good episode, boys. Good job. We'll catch you guys next week.
Good episode.